Hey there guys, welcome to Arsenal Fan TV. This is the review of Arsenal's defeat to Barcelona in the last 16 of the Champions League, 3-1 away from home. I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, to be honest with you. I fully expected to be standing here before the game talking about how Arsenal would lose to Barcelona, and it is a sad reality. We were coming up against the best team in the world today. Let's not forget that the three goal scorers were Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez and Neymar. So it really speaks volumes about the quality, the strength and depth that's in this Barcelona side, and the difference between this Barcelona team and its current crop of Arsenal players. You look back 10 years ago in that Champions League final, you look at the team that has evolved and developed to a stronger position, and I would like to think that at some point we're able to get to the level that Barcelona are currently at now. But on the night, a lot of encouraging signs despite the 3-1 defeat, the 5-1 aggregate loss. It is of course devastating in a way, knowing that we were always going to struggle in this game. But on one hand, with that front four we played, Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil, Alex Iwobi and Danny Welbeck, that was so fluid, so attacking, and as a matter of fact, it was one of the best Arsenal performances I've seen in some time, which really does speak volumes. It was a lot better actually than that 4-0 away win that we got at Hull City last week, and it was a really encouraging performance all round. Good to see Iwobi really not shy away from the game, and he is unbelievably more beneficial to this Arsenal team than Theo Walcott has been this season. He offers so much more. He doesn't hide away. His runs are intelligent. He's good on the ball, got a good shot on him. He's confident in himself. He's got a good pass on him. The guy is a future world-class player for Arsenal, and I believe that if he gets a bit more game time in and around this Arsenal first team, well actually I say a bit more game time, a lot more game time. For me, he has to be playing a lot more between now and the end of the season in the Barclays Premier League. He definitely starts at Goodison Park for me, out on that left-hand side once again. He's lethal, he's ruthless going forward, and I want to see more of him linking up with Danny Welbeck. For those two up top, they really do complement each other. They know how to play alongside each other. They're both very skillful, both very powerful, and it frightens teams in a way. So it's good to see those two come up against the likes of Mathieu and Mascherano this evening. I really did think they caused them a lot of problems, but as is the case with Arsenal over the course of this season, so many chances through the likes of Alexis Sanchez, Danny Welbeck, Iwobi himself and Mohamed El Nene, chances we should have been putting in the back of the net when they came to us. We could have scored about 6 in this game. That's not me being reactionary. We actually could have scored about 6 or 7 goals in this game. Barcelona presented us with that many opportunities. At times, their defence was even worse than ours. The number of times we cut through them, it was ridiculous. Mesut Ozil having the first of a load of great chances with a shot on goal. Excellent solo effort there. But the chances flooded in from there with the players that I've just mentioned in the likes of Welbeck, etc. And we should have scored a couple of goals. But it's typical Arsenal that we lack the quality that Barcelona have, which is so superior to what we do. You think if we had Luis Suarez in this Arsenal team, we definitely would have got a couple of goals on the scoreboard tonight. But sadly, it wasn't to be. Barcelona punished us early on for not taking our chances. Got that goal through Neymar. Poor defending from Laurent Koscielny. You don't expect that from your most experienced centre-half. He comes out of the box, trying to dribble it into what appeared to be the centre circle, loses out. It was a wonderful ball played through to Neymar, who made no mistake slotting it past David Ospina. I felt it was very harsh on us because it was kind of against the run of play in a sense. We were playing some very good football up until that point. We did slump off a little bit after the goal, but we didn't concede, which was important. The defence held firm. Gabriel made a few good challenges. Koscielny was he took time to grow into the game, and if I'll be honest, I thought he was very rusty throughout the course of the match, but his quality did shine through at times. But overall, for the best part, in truth, Koscielny wasn't overly convincing in this game. Neither was Bellerin particularly. I thought our right-hand side was very exposed in this game. The only real two convincing defenders for me were Gabriel and Nacho Monreal in this match. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, the midfield was very solid. We saw Mohamed El Nene side in midfield once again, alongside Mathieu Flamini, which was a real mind-boggling one. I can't think for the life of me why he started this game. Was taken off just before half-time. I believe he got a hamstring injury. Francis Coquelin was introduced to the game. I thought he held firm. That midfield pivot of Coquelin and El Nene really did, speak for itself in that second half of the game. I thought he really held firm and did take control of the midfield at times, which is always going to be difficult when you're coming up against the likes of Arda Turan, Alvin Rakitic, Iniesta, etc. Maybe saying they took control of the midfield is a bit of an exaggeration, but they held firm. They stood on their own 2 feet, and it was great to see that from those two players, which I think can potentially perform a good midfield pivot for the rest of the season. We got a goal back through Mohamed El Nene. Wonderful finish. I can't quite remember who played him in, but the bullet shot that he had, which he's tried so many times since being at Arsenal Football Club, got it past the Stegen. I'm so glad it came off for him. That should give him a load of confidence. Really pleased for El Nene because he had another cracking performance today. One of the bright sparks out of today's performance, along with Alex Iwobi as well, Danny Welbeck. I think it's a very similar team that should be starting to the one against Everton away from home at Goodison Park on the weekend. But there's not too much I can say on the rest of tonight's performance. Barcelona got another 2 goals, typically through Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. I can't really argue with the one from Luis Suarez. It was phenomenal. It was a real world-class goal from him, and it just shows he's the kind of quality that we need at Arsenal Football Club. We've got to be investing in someone of that calibre in the summer if we want to be getting closer to the level that Barcelona, Real Madrid, etc. are at this current moment in time. But they got a final goal back through, not back, but they added to their tally through Lionel Messi. A horrific defending from us. I actually think it may have been Gabriel at fault for this one, but the defence kind of fell asleep. It looked tired, it looked lethargic. Very easy goal for Lionel Messi, chipping it over David Ospina. Pretty much summed up the game for me. The team was very tired at that point, but it's a hearty performance. Can't really ask for much more on the night. We gave it our all, but it is disappointing once again that we've gone out of the Champions League at this stage, and you would hope going into the foreseeable future we are able to get past this round of the tournament, but it remains to be seen whether we'll be able to do that with Arsene Wenger in charge. I mean, you look at that lineup today, the kind of lineup that suggested we were more intent in getting a top 4 finish this season as opposed to actually giving this game a real go and playing our strongest 11 with the likes of Francis Coquelin, Joel Campbell even in the side. So it was weird in that sense, and I do have to question the manager who wants to get top 4 more than he actually wants to progress in the tournament that he's trying to qualify for in the first place. So I'll leave that one up for debate. Get your thoughts on that in the comments box below. But like I say, hearty performance tonight. I hope we're able to take this kind of spirit into the game against Everton, and we've got to be playing at this intensity in every single game between now and the end of the season. I've said it before, say it again, the title for me is gone, but given the way this topsy-turvy season is going, it takes one team with consistency to mount a title challenge. There's 9 games to go. I think it might even be 8 now, but yeah, we've got to really put in a performance in every single game that's remaining this season. And I'm not overly confident, to be honest with you, but I just hope that we're able to show a bit more courage, a bit more determination in what I think is these final 9 games. I think I'm right on that one. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting end to the season. I do personally feel that this season is over in terms of picking up some silverware, but encouraging signs tonight. I want to see Iwobi start on the weekend, like I've mentioned countless times throughout this video, and I'd like to see again, another fluid, exciting performance from the Arsenal. But anyway, get your thoughts on the game in the comments box below. Please do like this video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV if you are new to the channel. And as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon.